Hello everybody, and welcome to Let's Play Combat Mission Beyond Overlord. And this time, I'm going to try US mission, just before quarantine. Well, it says quarantine right there, but I don't think we are at the town yet. Just going there from Utah Beach. And we need to cross a river called Merderet. It's a really important and vital objective. And it's on June 6, 1944, and I do believe that I am kind of not really moving fast enough, it seems. The last trio episodes was basically the single scenario based out of comp. So I'm trying to quicken things a bit, and I have thought of some ways to do it. I'm sure that I can elaborate a bit further in one of the channel updates I'll be doing soon. But here, I'm going to try to see if I can move things a bit faster. I don't know whether it's going to negatively affect my play, but I don't really think so. I just, because I'm going to be probably editing a lot of it out. So it's under 50 turns, but I hope that it doesn't take 3 episodes to cover it. Initially, I thought that the first Clash comp might have required 4 episodes, but after the scenario was over by around 50 turns, I just went ahead and created the third episode, around 1 hour and 30 minutes, in order to just cover it and finish it off. I think that was the right decision. Okay, so this is United States paratroopers now landing near the beach, I think, and then they're trying to advance and secure the way to Cherbourg, which is a pretty important port city. Still a lot of Germans there stationed, so need to be taken care of, and also move down south to Quarantine, which is another one of their objectives. So we're playing as Allied. Hope I can play some scenarios based on the German troops as well defending. So, strategic situation is like this. During the night of June 5th and 6th, 1944, massive airborne drops were conducted from the invasion beaches. While most of them were badly scattered, the 82nd Airborne Division's veteran 505th Parachute Infantry Regiment landed relatively intact. That was partly due to luck and partly due to the careful coordination which the regiment had conducted with troop carrier groups. The 505th drop area was DZ or DZO northwest of St. Merderet and just east of the flooded Merderet River.
Merderet.
Or Merderet River.
Merderet.
Their task was to secure the St. Merderet and the bridge of the Merderet at Fiere. You're so the mission objective is, you are the commander of 8 Company, 1st Battalion, 505th Parachute Infantry Regiment, and 1st Battalion is to secure both sides of the causeway over the flooded Merderet River. Intelligence. It is 0700 and you have gathered your company virtually intact. You are moving down the road in column to La Manoir, a small farmstead on the east side of the causeway. Your sole action since landing was to ambush a general staff car, which has sped by early in the morning. Other than that, you have no information as to what is in the area. Though, as you near La Fiere Manoir, you can hear sounds of firing coming from the far side of the river. Somebody is in action. You are responsible for securing the causeway. As other units arrive, take command. Speed is of the essence. And you only have 2 parachute infantry company, but the other forces in the area will join you because they'll be drawn by the sound of gunfire. And designer's note, for maximum realism, you should not change the setup location nor take command of the units west of the causeway. You can direct their fire, but don't move them. Okay, so there's a designer note that could not be covered by the scripting of the scenario, editor. So, okay. So this is the immediate area, a lot of bumpy hills and the like. So there is a higher ground, as I can see. And this is the Merderet River. Going through the Fiere, going through this area and bisecting the Cherbourg Peninsula. We need to secure it. And then the causeway is very important, including the La Fiere Bridge. And this is to Saint Miragelis, and this is a town called, or village called Copini. And this is north, so these are the troops I can command, but these are the ones that the designers want me to just leave. You can direct fire, but not move nor take control. So with these guys, as I can see here, yeah, they're pretty sizable force. And the first platoon, yeah, takes the point, and the second one, and there's another one. Okay, so 3 platoon making up 2 companies of paratroopers, very veteran paratroopers. I see. There's a crack group. Yeah, I was wondering whether, yeah, these guys will. I mean, yeah, I was always wondering in the movies where they take the point and they move through this area where they don't know where the enemy is, and most likely they're the ones who's going to be shot first. And I was wondering whether they have to draw to get that unenviable position of moving forward and trying to scout the area. But at least I guess these guys have a lot of experience, so even though they will come under fire first, most likely, they'll be able to perhaps deal with it the best. I think I'll do that too if I have the best trained. Well, not really, because I used a lot of troops to go ahead and make way for the tanks to follow instead of the other way around. Yeah. So these guys are pretty experienced as well. They have some bazookas, they have some paratroopers. Company HQ is here with... Do I have any artilleries? No, we have a mortar and heavy machine gun guys. No artillery, which is unfortunate. Yeah, I mean, they're just paratroopers. You cannot really expect them to bring artillery spotter with them, because artillery so far has been so important in almost all of my attempted scenarios. They are the ones that tip the scale, so to speak. But, well, let's see if I can do something about this. And for the guys here, unfortunately, on the other side of the river, and yeah, I think these guys will be fighting. That would cause the fighting sound that was described in the mission briefings. Now this guy is pretty well stationed. Open grounds, this is not really good. They're going to be overcome pretty quickly if they're in open ground. Can direct fire, but yeah, we're not really in control of these guys, as per designer's note. So yeah, we just have to leave them be. It's really unfortunate though this guy is actually in the open. Maybe they're caught in the open or something. They're all rested though, so they have not really begun any fighting yet. It might be better if they actually know how to move their troops on their own. I mean, the AI is in control, perhaps, if I leave them be and move here. Maybe they also run toward there because of the heavy fire they're going to be facing. Okay, so let's move back to our side of the river, the eastern side of the river. And let's see what is going on here at the Le Rue Manoir de la Fiere. Wow, it's a mouthful. It's a little farmstead. And we need to take here first, and then I don't know whether there'll be a German station here defending. Might be possible. It'd be nice if we can... I don't know whether this Bocage has anything to do with the defenses the Germans might have set up. It is possible. It is possible. It is definitely possible that they're trying to ambush us both in the river. Near the river, yeah. These two groups with the river in between, so we have nowhere to run if we are bottled in. It's just unfortunate. And these are not the forest. These are actually... Let me just see. Yeah, these are the marsh, not even forest. So I guess it does offer some kind of cover, but not as well as forest. I guess, yeah, that's why the mission briefing said the river is flooded, a flooded region. There's a lot of marsh. Going to be very difficult because even if you want to move, there will be no other way but to move through the causeway here. which it really signifies, well, it really emphasizes the importance of this causeway if you want to go to Schorborg and what is this? To Saint Mir-Eglise. Alright, so let's take control of these guys and okay, so we need to actually be happy with where they are. They are all locked, I think. Yeah. So let's continue on with the first turn of movement. Yeah, I think I just moved them first, the road, but then to take care that they move just on the outskirts of the wood, just in case. Okay, so this is what I have set up as movement. Nothing too complex. Just trying to see if we can make it to the Menor without facing a lot of Germans or a lot of resistance. Yeah, I mean there can be a lot of, there can be some kind of resistance hiding all along the bocage. So I try to be careful and stick to the road. Also toward the cover. So I did make these heavy machine gun guys move a bit behind. Of course, there will be, you know, I think the Vickers MG and the British side, they were really slow. But then I don't know exactly about how these guys will move because they're veterans and they can move pretty quickly, I think. Even with the heavy machine guns on their back. So yeah, I think I just gave them a destination where they can actually cover our forces as they move up into this open area, where I'm sure they'll face against the German resistance and come under fire. And these guys will follow suit, but try to move on the edge and not clog up the general advancement. And for these guys, well, I mean, I can direct them. To. Well, I just leave them be because I think they'll come under fire pretty quickly. I don't know where the Germans will come from. Maybe from the causeway itself, from the Menor, or from these areas. I think. Oh, I actually see these guys already. Okay, so infantry guys already here. Alright, so let's rotate these guys, which is allowed. And yeah, rotate all these guys. Okay, do I see anybody from here? Yeah, so Germans are coming from... where is that? From west, I think? Yeah, from west. They're coming from west. Exactly where? I think they're probably from Carentan, perhaps? I'm not so sure. Yeah, but they're definitely coming from west, and... well, do they have any line of sight? Yeah, they do. So, I think they'll turn around because they have full ammo and be able to react pretty quickly, adjust their sights. So okay, yeah, so there's going to be some fighting.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, there they are. The Germans are coming.
Pay attention.
They're open ground, so I think they'll be working pretty quickly. More Germans come from that area. They're... ooh, huh? Yeah, there are more of them coming out of the woodworks, as you can see. Luckily, the machine gun is able to stop them up a bit. Yeah, they're all fighting. They're running to cover the bocage. Oh my goodness, look at them. There's so many of them. Yeah, they have, I think this is flamethrower. They're moving slower, that's probably the reason. Or, machine gun guy. I hear some machine guns coming from this side as well. Yeah. Oh my goodness, they're actually in the church. This guy is in pretty good position. But yeah, I think from what I can see, they'll be overwhelmed pretty quickly. Yeah, I can direct the fire, but I think they are doing a good job anyway, so... okay, so that was, yeah, first turn, and I don't see anybody here right now, so okay, well, I think we need to move pretty quickly to secure at least this part of the bridge, because I do think that I'm going to lose this in the next few turns. Run to the woods. Okay, so this is the I mean, we are continuing our trek toward the Manoir, and the second objective on the eastern side of the river is, I think that, as I told you before, that these guys will be overrun pretty quickly from these two German flanks now converging on the same place. I mean, they have covered some distance, and this guy was actually inside the building and popped out. Yeah, as you can see, I think the veteran guys will, yeah, do some good work, but they have not suffered any casualties yet. However, I think they'll be in big trouble soon, especially if there are more Germans coming out. So we need to make a quick brisk trek toward the Manoir. I'm not so sure whether there'll be some Germans. I do think that there'll be some Germans inside. So I cannot really make them run all the way, but I probably could try to use the crack troops to run to the next cover. Yeah, this wood conveniently placed, and it's going to serve as some well, I mean, nice area in order to see what is up here. It is, I think, on higher ground than here, so you can see, yeah, this is actually lower ground. So it might be nice if I can set up some guns here too as well, because it'll be higher. Anyways, if we do expect the Germans to try to cross the bridge and then push forward ourselves. I don't know when the next reinforcement will arrive. Hopefully soon. Yeah, so let's see what happens. Yeah, I guess I need to concentrate my... see what is happening here. More important. The thinking is that, yeah, they're throwing grenades now, as you can see. Yeah, and they're trying to just rush using the numerical superiority. They're losing pretty badly, but they're the veterans. Yeah, we are losing pretty badly, but yeah, this guy's almost dead. How's things over here? Okay, still doing pretty well, trying to cover the area, but I think they're trying to outflank us. Yeah. Here they're shooting from both sides, and now they're trying to, yeah, they're trying to approach us from the cover. Pretty smart, and they're going to be in force. Yeah, as you can see, they have been eliminated, at least some of them. Wow, they're coming in droves. A lot of them are eliminated, maybe because I was lucky, but yeah, I think I was really lucky there. We were able to eliminate, I think, 2 platoons already. Fighting pretty well, but I think they're trying to envelop us and overwhelm us from all sides. And from this side, I don't really see anybody. Yeah, it was pretty harmless wreck. Yeah, I thought this was German, but no. So it was, they're just moving and they're resting. While the fighting is, yeah, just, they're embroiled in fighting here, they're just moving up, running. So I think I try running, because I try running for these guys, but then here I move up through the agricultural land, or the wheat field. And these guys are moving pretty fast because they're veterans, yeah. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody. I don't see anybody else. And these guys arrived with seconds to spare so they can rest, which is a good thing. But yeah, Germans are coming, so we need to be very quick about it by trying to arrive here, and then maybe, if we have enough men to spare, or if we bring enough men quickly enough to cross the bridge and then, you know, set up our own defenses here. Even don't even have to worry about setting up defenses in these houses. They just go and try to push through. I don't know the marsh, but there will be some Germans also in the marsh as well, ambushing us. I'm not so sure how it all worked out. I don't think they really wanted to be in marsh at any moment, or any minute, or any length of time. Okay, so let's move these guys. Alright, so our next phase of movement. These advanced guys are the vanguard of our little group of men, trying to move into the wheat field and see if we can get a better look at the manure, if there any resistance in Germans. And also, I mean, still kind of not sure whether there'll be some Germans here, but since most Germans are coming from the west, I believe, I don't know whether there'll be any, I mean, if there are any Germans here, the reinforcements that might arrive from Greece and other areas, I'm kind of predicting they'll be arriving from here. They'll be able to take care of it, but I don't know when it's going to be. Hopefully in the next 3 turns or so. Yeah, but then we are moving into the midfield. I think it's a bit of an aggressive move, since I don't really have any cover fire. But these guys are veterans, and if there's anything wrong happens, I don't know, might be able to conduct themselves rather well, I mean, in the heat of battle too. Some of these guys moving from the back might be arriving pretty soon, and of course the machine gun guys, well, I think the machine gun is able to track all the... Yeah, I guess one machine gun guy could stay back in order to give us a bit of cover fire if anything goes awry. Yeah, but here it's just a bit too restricted, so I opted to move the guy. And these guys will all move up, yeah, in order. While these embattled guys who've done a pretty good job so far defending against the German aggression here, yeah, are interested to do even more, trying to fend up now these guys coming up from the cover. Pretty smart, because apparently the machine gun guy cannot see them yet. They'll see them pretty soon, but I think by around 58 meters or so, I think they'll be in the range of maybe grenade. I think they can throw around 58 meters. I think they can. I've seen some baseballs thrown like more than that, so if they train in throwing grenades, like potato mashers, perhaps, I think they'll be able to throw even farther because of the handle and the like. Yeah. Anywho, yeah, so this is my next phase of movement. It's only been 3 turns. Let's see what is happening. Yeah, these guys are marching ever so gingerly toward the flag. It's really a pretty good idea. Yeah, these guys are now being... Yeah, these guys are now targeting these guys, and of course the machine gun guy. I don't know, he's hidden somewhere. Yeah, very close, very close. Almost on top of the guy right now, unfortunately. Yeah, it's unfortunate that I cannot move them. I probably have moved this guy here in the house. Now they're rushing the machine gun. Yeah, they're rushing the machine gun, or do they know where they... Yeah, they're rushing the guys. And unfortunately these guys will be enveloped, and... Oh, they didn't lose a man yet. I don't know, this is pretty crazy. And from here as well, they're still shooting. Yeah, a lot of things happened. These guys apparently damaged a lot. Yeah, they cannot really... Wow, look at that. That's amazing amount of casualties the Germans suffered just rushing our position, which was not a really good decision for them. We are still holding, but due to the restrictions of me not being able to move this guy, I think these guys will be enveloped and soon be routed. Hopefully they run toward the building or something. That's probably what I wanted in the beginning. And let's see what is happening here. Do they face any battles? Nope, they're still moving. They're still moving. Maybe I should have just made them run or something. Yeah, no resistance from Germans yet. So I guess the Germans will get their own reinforcements, but I don't know exactly from where. Right, so yeah, these guys arrived. Yeah, no resistance at all as they move up. As you can see, in a basically straight line. Alright, so after they move into wheat field, I think we take a breather and then go into these buildings to just secure the outskirts first and then see if they are hiding somewhere. I don't believe that they have any Germans inside, but who knows. So we need to move this guy now. Okay, so yeah, it's kind of complicated with the mess of lines here. Basically, what I'm trying to do is move these guys toward this area, a bit of a cover. I don't want to go into the bookcart itself. That's going to really seriously impede our movement. Yeah, just trying to go here and see if we can draw some attention if there is any defenders nearby. I'm not so sure exactly. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I suspect that there'll be no Germans here. I suspect they have not prepared their defenses in this very, very interesting blockage patterns that could have just been so good for them if they set up some guns and machine guns and the like, but I am optimistic, cautiously optimistic. Now, I'm not so sure if I should be optimistic, but I do think that they don't really have any defenders. I don't know. But yeah, I'm moving on the assumption that they don't have any because I see so many of the Germans coming here already, from here as well with the guns and with Hotchkiss French tanks. The tanks are coming, folks. Yeah, so I do think I need to run the next few turns. Get the bazookas ready and the like. Yeah, I mean, faring pretty well so far, but I don't think I'll be able to make it. Yeah, unfortunately, so maybe I need to prepare ourselves a bit aggressive manner. Let's better run. I guess I need to move up. These guys, from what I expected, where they're going to be placed when they finally arrive here by one turn. So I need to quicken their pace and then make some of these guys run. That's what I did. Hopefully it's gonna bear some fruit, but I'm not so sure. So yeah, Germans are moving in force from the west, and I need to really arrive here at Menor as fast as possible. We're all still pretty high, but they're gonna be overrun, especially on the west side. Okay, so let's move up and see what is going to be wrought upon the defenders here. Not going to be pretty, folks. Yeah, I do think that somehow they might be able to run back for the bridge. These Hotchkiss tanks are not that powerful, but I think they still have. I can hear the American screams now. Yeah, they're taking full. Still doing pretty well here with the machine gun guys. Wow, look at the massive Germans. Yeah, no question that they'll be pushing really hard. And these guys, I don't think they'll be damaged by small arms fire, although it might be a possibility. But yeah, they have no problems about just moving forward these French tanks. These guys are running away, suffering heavy damage. Remember, these are... Wow, another elimination. Yeah, so basically got rid of the flank here. So we're basically, yeah, focused on only these two areas. These two advancing columns. So well done, well done. Very accurate, very sustained shot. Still have a lot of ammo. But these guys are not coming. Now, if I want to check these guys, yeah, they're not really that powerful, especially from far. But as they move into position, yeah, I think they're around 100 meters or so. Or, yeah, 100 to 200 meters. They will wreak some heavy damage. They're like on the class of, perhaps... Okay, so, yeah, I think Menor can be taken pretty easily, so... Let's just drop the pretense of there being any German defenders and move as quickly as possible. I didn't face any resistance. Well, there might be a possibility that they're just waiting for us to come near and then opening fire, but I don't think so. So as we try to still hold on to the last grip of our... Yeah, they're now under contested... This is a contested area, so my victory condition dropped pretty badly. But it was to be expected, so let's move up and take this position. While we think about how to deal with this, I mean, they're scouting for us, so it's really nice. So you might be able to set up some bazookas if you're quick enough. Hiding around here or something and then just blasting, blocking the way. But it's going to also block the way for us as well. So it's going to be difficult. But I think we have the advantage of them being softened up a bit while these guys are in heavy battle. Yeah, all these guys are veterans. Yeah, I'm very fortunate to have veterans. Veteran paratroopers. Okay, so let's move these guys. Alright, so with the heavy German, well, I mean, I can't really say this is heavy, but comparatively forceful German armored column now heading our way, trying to overrun us and take the causeway for themselves. We need to make a move on, and that's exactly what I aim to do here with some of the commands. Then these guys will be in the buildings before long and attempt to take over the Menor, and also see if the second story of this building might be able to give us a better vantage point. I don't think so. I doubt it, because from what I played so far of this game, even though it looks like it seems like a pretty good place for sniper or any machine guns to take up shop, the truth of the matter is it really didn't work out the way I wanted in any major of the cases. So, but then I try to see if this is actually a area or the building to take over as a defensive stronghold, or I can use some of these buildings. I'm sure that this is higher ground, so I might be able to have a clearer shot at the advancing Germans here as they approach the bridge. Some of these guys will move up behind them, right behind them, and I think they'll be relatively safe from what I have seen so far. Still, this group is actually splintering off and see if there's any Germans here in the back, in the rear. And then if I do not have any resistance, if I do not face any Germans here, then I proceed to move up along the road here, face them directly. And I do have some bazookas with me in order to help that cause. These things will go down pretty quickly from the side or even from the front. I mean, it's a veteran bazooka unit, so I think it'll be pretty, in good hands if we ambush them. And there's some ambush points I can hide these bazookas. It looks like these guys will, these Hotchkiss will try to just bash through our defenses and then move up as quick as possible. I think that's a good idea for them. Hopefully I'll be able to make it for them and just offer them some resistance. Yeah. Piecemeal attacks are going to be very good for us. So we just have to stagger them a bit. Yeah, so that's what I'm aiming for. Hopefully these guys will hold out for a couple of turns as we move into position. Oh wow, yeah, they're being faced with heavy fire, as you can see. The tanks on the other side. Deluge of Germans on the other side. Yeah, one loss already. The machine gun is still firing, but the Germans took a shot here in the building, and they're now firing at the machine gun, unfortunately. Still surviving though. It's really amazing actually what he was able to do. Hold off like these Germans and then eliminate some of these guys. Now these guys right beside the Germans. Oh my goodness, now they're in trouble. Yeah. They are definitely trying to rush us. They're in scattered trees though. It's hospice. Yeah, they're losing some troops pretty heavily. Heavy casualties reported from all areas. This machine gun is doing all it can, but it's eliminated pretty quickly. I don't know what happened, but yeah, I think it was probably a flanking maneuver that did them. Unfortunately, yeah, from here as well. And the machine gun from the tanks. Yeah, lucky shot from the tank, I think. Yeah, I think it was a mortar shot or something that unfortunately did them in. They're eliminated now. Just see what happens. Yeah. I don't really see it, but I think from the manner that they just lost 2 men, I think it was probably from the tank. Tanks are moving toward the bridge quickly, just bypassing us, which is going to be a boon for us if we make it into this. Oh, now I can see this being taken over by the Germans as well. So yeah, as you can see, did I lose any troops here? No, I didn't lose any troops, but yeah, we need to fight them. I don't know exactly. Yeah, I shouldn't have. Okay, so the Germans here. I don't see any Germans from the other side, so okay, that's good. Now I need to bring some bazookas here in these buildings, at least this building, so we'll be protected. Right. So this range, 9613. Okay, that's good enough. Good enough to station this guy here, and then fight. Yeah, okay. Okay, mortar is ready. Exactly how many Germans there, I'm not so sure, but there are definitely Germans. Alright, so let's try to move these guys. So, yeah, we are facing Germans now, directly from this side of the river as well. I think they are moving also. They're moving into position also. I think they arrived before us, unfortunately, so we need to take them. But I don't think they are that heavy in terms of presence. So we can probably take them, and if we try to rush them from all these different sides, as I'm trying to do, then I'll be able to probably push them out and then take this area. But I think there's a big chance that this will also come in and be a factor in trying to drive these guys out. So yeah, it's going to be a tall order, another difficult situation we are facing. Just have to move these guys pretty quickly from the rear and see if we can make use of this area, a high area where we can set up the mortar and also some machine gun fire. And also, yeah, try to use these buildings after we dry them out, but I don't know exactly how many of them are will be coming, or there will be any reinforcements on both sides. That might be also factoring into immediate fortunes of early phases of this scenario. Now this is whether this is basically lost. I think they'll be able to hold on for at least 2 or 3 more turns. And the Germans move really fast to this bridge. And they try to draw the battle line around here. Although we want the battle line to be the river. So yeah, I don't know whether it's going to be working out for us. Let's see what happens. We're bringing the bazookas and then the machine guns from the rear as well. Try to take over this area, at least this hill, if we cannot take this for ourselves. And also worried about whether the Germans, as they're well entrenched and on defensive, might be bringing some artilleries along with them, which might be another big factor in the outcome of this scenario. Alright, let's see what happens here. They start firing soon, very soon indeed. Yeah, without... Oh yeah, they're coming from here as well. And mortar is being targeted, unfortunately. But they're not that... Yeah, they don't seem to be that concentrated, so... And then the tanks have clear shot against us. So, something to make note of. These guys arrive here very well, and now this guy's trying to... I don't know what they're trying to do. They're not staying inside. Oh, maybe they are trying to entrench around here on the lip of the bridge. Yeah, some of these guys arrived already. Things are really bad here, as you can see, but still holding though. They're still holding. The tanks have gone, but they're being kind of mired by these intrepid defenders, still making things really bad. Yeah, making things be hard for them to advance. Yeah, they're still holding on, but it's going to be... Wow, my goodness. Yeah, they caused a lot of damage already. Hotchkiss, yeah, buttoned up and staying, so it's good. And now this guy is trying to move back for the causeway, maybe try to capture this. Now this is a really bad idea for them to move, but I don't know, I take whatever they give me. Yeah, so some fighting that has been going on here. Let's just see what happened here exactly. Yeah, they're firing like non-stop. With this French tanks they have appropriated. I think it's pretty able tank. I mean, Germans know a good hardware when they see one, so... Although the Mark IV is probably the backbone of their serious armored charge right now. But yeah, they're advancing. I guess, yeah, a lot of some tanks firing and Hotchkiss trying to maneuver, get a better angle on these guys as well. They didn't suffer any damage yet. Still plenty of ammo, and we are shooting at them in the open field. Now these guys are charging and running back, charging, running back, which is really costly for them. I mean, they probably charge from multiple angles, but this is pretty good defensive line actually. The tanks went through, but they had second thought about abandoning the infantry, so they're coming back to help. One thing that is interesting is, and rather strange, is this guy also, instead of taking up shop here and making things very difficult for us, that is one of the units are thinking about moving toward there. I mean, perhaps staying back, but yeah, they have some Germans coming in already, but we have this machine gun now being set up. As you can see, yeah, they have moved into this area with relative ease and now firing at will. And the bazooka will move up here as well and try to hide around this wall, prepare for the tanks. Yeah, this guy's all moving, I think probably here. And then this guy is already there to set up shop and protect and provide cover for the advancing mortars and machine guns. And mortars have arrived already. They have... I have to see if they have clear shot, but I think they do. All these guys can now have a clear bead on the Germans on down the hill. I have to see it though. Yeah, so let's see if I can target. Yeah, you can see it. Definitely good area. Good. Oh, now we have captured this area. Okay, so now I do believe that we can advance, but it needs to be with the cover fire from the flank. So we probably move the crack troops first, which I moved here, I think. Yeah, there's a crack troop and rested too, so we can probably move my guys here while the fighting is going on, and the rest of guys move from the rear. Yeah, so how about this guy? Yeah, so it's a pretty good area, but this is actually the better area. I probably move there after all the defensive line has been drawn. And if the Germans have artillery, it's going to be the target of the artillery strike. Yeah, this is decent enough. This is decent. So we keep the mortars there, but then I move some other mortars on the back. Yeah, this guy's still moving. This guy's also moving, and I think... okay, just see what happens. Okay, so yeah, machine gun is there, so I think I can still do a staggered movement while the rear guys arrive from the back, then I move the guys here. So that's my plan. Or I can just start right away. Yeah, start right away. Okay, so not a lot of adjustments to make. I'm just buying for these guys to move and pick up shop here. I do trust that they're veterans and they'll be able to move without too much trouble because these guys are covering for them. Now also, yeah, I try to also direct the fire there, try to cover them. And while these guys, no, I think I just try to yeah, okay, 96% exposure. This might be a better target for them, so I give them this target. Yeah, maybe the covering fire is a bit scant, but kind of desperate to move into position and solidify our defensive area here near the manor, so I do that. I try to rush. I'm not gonna run, but I try to still move with the crack troops. Might lose a couple of men in the process, but I think it's going to be worth it. And these guys will try to fire if they move closer. Yeah. So they're set up. Mortar is set up. This guy is still moving, so all moving. And after these guys arrive here, I try to move them here in the hills. The better vantage point. The bazookas, I think bazookas could set up here, or if if this building gets attacked, I think the bazookas might, I think they probably hide around here and then try to advance and then hit the Hotchkiss. So I need to eliminate this guy from this flank first. Yeah, so the battle is now spreading for the eastern side of the river. Western side is a kind of done deal, but we're still resisting, so I don't know what's going to happen. Let's see what happens. Yeah. Still firing, still fighting pretty heavily. Yeah, I mean, it's open field they're using, so it's not really good for them. Not a good deal. And the tanks are just furious in targeting the guys defending, but they're fortunately in the cover, so yeah, they're now losing some troops. The Christians taking cover over, and same as these guys throwing grenades and the like. The rush of Germans are coming, and now this tank is starting to move. This guy is relatively safe. Really good position. I don't know how the Hotchkiss is going to be able to do against these guys in the building. I mean, the tanks are pretty effective against infantry hold up in the building, and now they're under fire from many different sides. Yeah, the Platoon HQ is now almost, almost, he's eliminated almost. He has been providing just surplus of different attributes to his subordinate. Yeah, command +2, morale +2, combat +2. So yeah, he has been just a beast, providing a lot of support. And he himself caused 3 infantry casualties on the German side. 23 infantry casualty caused. That's very impressive. Normally just targeting the Germans in the open field as they try to rush, that's probably what causes such injuries. And here 7 infantry casualty caused, yeah. So they've done a lot of good work in softening up the Germans, 8 infantry, 16. So yeah, overall they've done a tremendous job. And how about the other side of the river, where we are making our latest movement? I see some Germans here, yeah. In the scattered trees now. It's going to be difficult. They're being targeted from a surplus of different units, and they're now, yeah, shaken but taken cover. They lost 3 units. That's a bit higher than what I hoped. But they're being shot at, yeah, they think they were shot at a lot. Hopefully they recover. They're not routed yet, but yeah. Yeah, Pioneer Squadron, they're pretty powerful, very versatile units, and they arrived here as you can see. And yeah, we're targeting them, hopefully with the machine guns and the mortars too. A lot of machine gun fire coming. And Bazooka has to move. So far we've taken over this area, but then we have to worry about the Germans trying to charge us, so we need to probably place some machine guns already arriving. You can probably place some machine gun here as well. I don't know whether they're going to be targeted, but that's my goal. And here, I think they're still moving toward this house. And if they do, I think we try to move some of these guys here as well, as they're embattled here from the machine gun fire and the mortars. Yeah, so yeah, let's try to move them up. And yeah, they're not there yet. How about here? Can I side block? But I think they can still do some area fire. Company HQ. So now they should move. So let's do this. Oh no, this guy is not. Yeah, this guy should not be here. Okay, so we are facing multiple enemies from this side of the river as well. We identified more of them coming from the forest from the south. Yeah, they're coming from the south. They apparently, this is their reinforcement. Hopefully the last of the reinforcements they will try to throw at us on this side of the river. Yeah, so I think 3 units of Germans, 2 or 3 units. I think they're probably 3 or 4. Coming at us with some mortar crews, it seems like. Yeah, it's pretty sticky situation. We are trying to move into position still. These guys arrived, but then took some damage. It's gonna take some turn for them to recover from this latest exertion. And we are trying to move, trying to set up some defensive areas here with the machine guns and the like. We are now shooting a mortar and moving. Some of the guys are sliding over to be in a better angle like these guys. Yeah, I think we're going to stop them from ever reaching the wall, hopefully. And yeah, trying to be ready before these guys arrive at the river. Yeah. 8 turns passed. Ammo is not running low yet. Here we are fighting a heavy war. Yeah, this guy is not moving. Or the Menor. Light building, actually. Now these guys being shot at. Are they shooting? Okay, they found the Germans here. Now being targeted here. Yeah. They should not really move, so yeah, I think the time that we arrive here, I think it's a machine gun no less. So it's a pretty difficult situation that our guys are in. Yeah, they're losing some men. Not good. We need to probably get these guys over as quick as possible. And now these guys are being targeted as they're climbing over the wall. Unfortunate. Yeah, this guy's not doing too well. Still holding out on the other side of the river. They made it to this building. Didn't lose a single troop, which is good. Yeah, so the HQ also arrived. The machine gun, they're taking advantage of the heavy higher ground in order to actually target this guy of all the units. And yeah, more machine gun guys are coming. Now this guy is going to arrive soon to the hill. Have they shot? I think they have shot only once. Company HQ is there, followed by some support. This guy have shot some rounds, I think. Yeah, let's keep doing it. Yeah, machine gun is unfortunate. I think it just opened up after they were hiding. Probably use this instead of this guy. Yeah. Even from here, yeah, they can target. Probably pretty good. They can definitely target this guy and this guy. Sight block, but yeah, after they move, I think it's going to be yeah, in play. Now, still these three guys are holding off the Germans. Wow, they're doing really well. This guy didn't perish. Now this guy's in trouble as the tanks have taken notice. This guy is still okay, and now from across the river, they're now being targeted. But I think right now, we need to target the more immediate troops. Maybe it's actually better target. Yeah, 26% exposure. That's probably why. Alright. Can fire the bazooka too. Hopefully they don't fire it right away. Oh my goodness, what the heck happened here? Oh my goodness. Germans? They're eliminated here? Were they hiding in the road? Man, I don't know what happened. That's really interesting. Just popped up dead. They managed to... No, I don't know what happened. They just... I think it was just... They just noticed the Germans popping up and then shot at from every angle imaginable. Yeah, so we are basically in kind of a battle phase where we don't really move a lot of units, and now this guy is in the building, so... Well... Do we rush or do we stay? Right now, I opt to stay. So... Don't try to move these guys yet. Yeah, just... These guys here, heavy building, and then fight it out. Maybe the grenades might take effect. I'm not so sure. Yeah, my goodness. Wish I had artillery, but yeah. Okay. Now these guys are waiting to be moved, so let's do that. So I gave instructions to move this guy into the building here, and then this guy will still hold and provide covering fire against these guys. I think this guy's being targeted by the Germans. And Bazooka arrived here, but I don't know whether he's going to be doing anything. The machine gun is going to do something. He's being targeted. Hopefully he's going to make it without too much trouble. Yeah, and now this guy is also moving. Let's just check. And he's going to move. Yeah, being targeted here, and he's going to move here, and then rotate to fire at this guy. Yeah, rotate. Hopefully it's gonna subdue them. I don't know. They're in the cover, so I want to make them run and rush our positions, but it looks like they don't have any inclination to do that. They just are happy to stay where they are. I can just pressure them, and I found out unfortunately there's a German inside. I don't know exactly what or how many there are. Hopefully it's only one unit. For the machine gun guy, I don't know how many there are, how many men are in this unit, but after I get rid of this guy, I will try to rush. So that's that, and there's like a mysterious death elimination of German unit here. I don't know exactly what happened. Well, I mean, we need to keep the rear safe as well, so hopefully the reinforcement will arrive soon. It's straining a bit. Here we're still holding on. That's good. Yeah, so I think from here, I think that's the entirety of the Germans that we can expect. Yeah, still sizable force, but battered around. Okay, so let's see what happens. 9 turns so far. Yeah, they're facing heavy fire. Now this guy, yeah, they love to target the machine gunners. And now they're okay, alright. I don't know what they're trying to do, but they're gonna be eliminated soon. Oh my goodness. Are they routed? Oh no, they're actually... Oh my goodness. They're shaken, but yeah, they've done a good job, I think. This guy is outside, open ground, I don't know what. Yeah, I think he was surprised by the Germans actually rushing. Oh no, what are they doing? I told them not to... Oh my goodness, I told them not to move out. I don't know what they're thinking. They're also men. Yeah, that's pretty stupid. I gave them order not to move out. And the mortars are dropping. I think one of these guys are mortar crew. And now these guys are also trying to get out. My goodness, what the heck is going on? I have no idea, folks. I have no idea. Sergeant Lane, I don't know. You're basically not doing whatever I told you to do for the sake of your safety, and apparently he just wants to play the hero, which is not good. Not good at all. Yeah, so these guys are now, I think, facing us or trying to advance. Alright, I see some eliminated Americans here taking cover. Yeah, they're under panic. Okay, so I think Platinum HQ here has been eliminated, unfortunately, under heavy German fire. Now this guy is moving to try to provide some support on this side, but they're not moving at all. Yeah, although they're being targeted by this amount of Germans. I'm afraid that this is going to be the same thing, same deal for us on the other side of the river, where we try to target like one single German unit, but then they're going to hold out for like long time until they're broken. They buttoned up and trying to target the poor machine gunner. Oh, not the machine gunner, but the guys in the house. Yeah, so they're trying to exchange some places. This machine gunner is going crazy. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I know. This guy is trying to die, basically. Maybe I can target this guy from here. Yeah, many of these guys are now in position. This guy is also in position. This guy has shot only once. So this guy's having trouble finding target, it seems. Yeah, this guy's letting it fly right now. Targeting the mortar crew. And now this guy is under duress. Yeah, but I think one more turn and our guys here will be more or less overrun. Yeah. And let's see what happens here as I move these guys a bit closer. Oh, reinforcements. Thank goodness. I think they will be arriving from here. Oh, nope, I was wrong. How about here? Oh, yeah. Okay, so a bit about... Oh, okay, that's good, because we can sneak around and then hit them from the back. So that's probably what I should be doing. So let's just make them move here first. Yeah. Stay a bit back, and maybe I should make them run, but I just want to kind of take a measured approach. I mean, we are not that desperate. Alright, so I received reinforcement. A pretty good bunch of guys, a lot of regular guys. Yeah, I mean, but then this guy has some nice attributes. Morale +1 and stealth +2, so I guess if we try to sneak around the back, I guess just moving them might give them the same kind of movement command as sneak. So yeah, I can probably move them undercover, unbeknownst to these Germans who are in the who are entrenched here, and then I can probably hit them from the back. That's my hope. Yeah, I mean, interestingly, the command HQ had enough. He had some kind of yeah, I mean, he was kind of too brave or something, foolhardy. Rushed our position in this building, found a bunch of Americans, probably regretted the decision. He did fight though, and this guy was so surprised he went outside the building and having a smoke. This guy, I told him explicitly not to move out, but he did anyways. Maybe he was inspired by the German guy who was basically killed. And yeah, wished to take over this manor and find himself some cache of nice champagne or something. Alright, so machine gun guy is now targeting the other side, which is good. That's what I wanted to do. But for now, I think I concentrate my guys into fighting these Germans, one of which have gone out of place and is being targeted by so many different guys. I don't know, he's crack troops, so maybe he was too... some of these guys are really experienced guys, so... yeah, he might survive or something, or take some of our men with them. Yeah, I think this guy is rather too brave. Machine gun guy, heavy building. Yeah, he's in the heavy building, so maybe we have to rush his position as well. Wish I had a tank or something, or even artillery. But we are going to get some more reinforcement, so that's good news. Okay, so let's see what happens. So 10 turns. We are still at 80% morale. Okay. Now this guy's unfortunately is going to be probably to the last turn of being effective force, defensive force. Yeah, this guy's eliminated, this guy's routed, and now this guy's in trouble. They don't seem to run though toward this bridge, although they probably know that we are coming maybe to relieve them. They're just staying put. Yeah, finally ran there. Oh my goodness, this guy is running and eliminated. Okay, that's good. Crack position didn't save them. And now this guy's running the next up, and he's going to be damaged pretty heavily. And they have to kill the wall first, and the walls are working for us. And yeah, they have arrived. Yeah, they're not gonna survive. Even though they're cracked. Oh, they're really experienced troops. Wow, it's amazing. Yeah, this guy is being attacked very heavily. Found a nice patch of grass to hide in. Yeah, lost one of the men. And we are attacking from all sides, and I think I'm going to move more guys. Yeah, alright, so things worked out from this side. And now these guys are moving? Yeah, they're moving, but slow. Okay. Might have to make them run. So yeah, I mean, we are defending. We eliminated one cracked rifle squadron, probably had like Panzer Shreks and everything. Now what is happening here? Are they still surviving? Yeah, taking cover, but oh wow, still they're panicking but not routed. And yeah, we're basically absorbing a lot of Germans here, as you can see. Yeah, drawing them into fight. Alright, okay, so after 10 turns we are in a pretty good position, I say. And yeah, I think this is going to be continuing fight. Hopefully more reinforcement will come. Hopefully closer this time so they can make use of the road and ride faster. But who knows, the Germans might arrive from this position as well, as indicated by this one lone guy who wandered around, I bet, in the Bukaj maze and then came out only to face this whole load of Americans. Might have just surrendered. But yeah, that's what happened. So I don't know where to expect reinforcements, both ally or foe. But yeah, hopefully you can join me next time as well in the continuing fight toward the road to Karantan. And I guess I can probably deal with these track troops and then attempt to cross the bridge. So once again, thank you for watching, and until next time, please stay tuned.